There is one question that genuinely keeps me awake at night. Are you truly rich if you don't own a luxurious private jet? After all, why would you fly coach if you can afford first class? Luckily, most rich people in the world have my concerns addressed, and a few have gone even a bit overboard in acquiring an aircraft to their liking. Today, we will talk about them and the 10 most luxurious and expensive planes ever built. Number 10. Gulfstream III. This $125 million aircraft is the property of actor, writer, and director Tyler Perry. The Hollywood celebrity purchased this luxurious item for about $60 million, but he deemed it not extravagant enough for him and his guests. So, the first order of business was to invest another $65 million to bring it up to his standards and make it truly one of the classiest ways to travel. Today, Perry can have up to 13 guests on his plane, with whom to share his vision of luxurious traveling. The Gulfstream III has a 42-inch LCD screen, a satellite TV, and multiple Blu-ray players. Most chumps flying from one place to another have to watch washed-up B-rated comedies on a small screen with earplugs on, while the guy on the neighboring seat is snorting louder than a pack of bears dancing to Russian folklore songs with Vladimir Putin. On the Gulfstream III, you have the opportunity to enjoy a private cinema. Of course, being on Tyler Perry's plane, you'd probably be forced to watch some of his god-awful movies, so you'd still be watching washed-up B-rated comedies, but you'll do it in style. The Gulfstream III had a central role in one of America's recent tragedies. This was the jet that carried Whitney Houston's body from California to New Jersey after her tragic passing in 2012. Number 9. Boeing 747-8I VIP. Any Boeing 747 is worth admiration, but the 8I VIP is something else. It's truly a piece of engineering and design genius. Plane would be able to accommodate up to 400 passengers if it was for commercial use. However, this would require its owner Joseph Lau to give up all the comforts and pampering that his current jet has. No more luxurious sleeping quarters, no more stylish conference rooms, and no more entertainment center. Currently, the plane can accommodate up to 30 passengers who would be treated like royalties throughout their whole flight. No crying babies and no snorting neighbors. The Hong Kong real estate tycoon knows how to capture the eye of his guests. The plane's interior looks more like the inside of a mansion rather than an aircraft, with lavish decoration, designer furniture, and state-of-the-art technology to make the flight as comfortable as possible. The Boeing 747-8I VIP is truly a monument to Mr. Lau's immense fortune. It costs around $157 million and is the most expensive plane in his hangar. The plane is a double-decker and has an entertainment room dedicated to children, several living rooms with elegant furniture, and a master bedroom where Mr. Lau can have a good rest while traveling to his next successful business endeavor. Number 8. Boeing 767-33A ER. Nicknamed the Bandit, this ultra-luxurious private jet is probably one of the many assets that Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich will lose due to Russia's aggression towards Ukraine and subsequent restrictions most Western countries imposed on all of Vladimir Putin's oligarch friends. The Boeing 767-33A is a one-of-a-kind aircraft worth $170 million. The ultra-luxurious plane has a cruising speed of 528 miles per hour and can fly as high as 43,000 feet. The interior of the plane is precisely what you would expect from an ultra-successful Russian billionaire, probably without the swimming pool full of vodka and the Russian nesting dolls. On the other hand, there is a lavish setting that radiates both wealth and class at the same time. The Bandit has a banquet hall where Abramovich can gather up to 30 of his business partners and friends. However, some of them would have to share a bed since there are only a few bedrooms on board. Each of them has a royalty vibe and all the luxuries one could imagine. Abramovich even included an onboard office to ensure he had a secluded place to plan the next big investment that would bring him millions. The Bandit is one of the most beautiful planes in the world, and while its fate is yet to be known, we can be sure it won't end up grounded for long. Boeing 787-8 BBJ. If you ever wondered what an ultra-luxurious flying camper would look like, wonder no more. The Boeing 787-8 BBJ is exactly that. This lavish private plane can accommodate up to 39 passengers and is anything but modest. The interior is predominantly white, which somehow accentuates the elegant decoration that makes this private jet unique. The main lounge has an open bar, several luxurious seats, and even two-day beds that can be used for total relaxation, while the 55-inch flat-screen TV is streaming a movie. If you have a specific taste in cinema, cinema, you can enjoy a separate film on one of the private screens each seat has installed. However, the best feature is the master bedroom. The bedroom's noise is less than 50 decibels, which, for a plane, is not just impressive, but simply a miracle. The BBJ, which stands for Boeing Business Jet, is worth approximately $224.6 million and is still looking for its owner. Number 6. Boeing 747-430. You may say anything about the Sultan of Brunei, although bets are you probably don't know much about him, but the guy definitely knows how to travel in style. His Majesty Hassan al-Bolkiah paid $100 million to buy one of the most luxurious private jets in the world, the Boeing 747-430. This, however, seemed way too cheap for the lavish lifestyle of this royalty, so Hassan al invested an additional $133 million in creating an aircraft worthy of kings, or, in his case, sultans. When it comes to this plane, the truly impressive part is not its price, but how it could take off with so much gold on board. The interior is predominantly golden, with solid gold sinks and golden decorations all over this gigantic plane. The master bedroom is the crown jewel of this $233 million aircraft, with a comfortable king-size bed, golden decorations that could cover Togo's foreign debt, and an adjacent bathroom that could rival any five-star hotel in the world. The bedroom is undoubtedly the favorite place of the Sultan and his many, many wives. Number 5. Airbus A340-300. Since this ultra-luxurious aircraft costs merely $238 million, Russian billionaire Alisher Ashmanov thought it could use a couple of $100 million more to make it into something exceptional. The extravagant billionaire doubled the initial price and made the plane one of the most luxurious and well-designed jets on the planet. The plane was named Burkhan in honor of Ashmanov's father. It's the biggest private jet in Russia, and it's said that President Vladimir Putin is a frequent guest there. The plane itself is a true masterpiece of design. Modern technology clashes with classic luxurious settings to create a place of comfort and style. Unfortunately, due to Ashmanov's mistrust in everyone and the fact that the Russian president is a frequent guest, the plane's interior is kept secret. One of the few gossips about the aircraft, though, says that it has a private nightclub where Ashmanov and his guests go wild after liftoff. Number 4. Boeing 747-8 Intercontinental BBJ. This state-of-the-art private jet is Boeing 787-8 BBJ's big brother, which should be impressive enough. If you are already counting the dimes in your pocket, don't waste your time. This bad boy will cost you around $403 million for the floor model, and only a chosen few have the chance to purchase this magnificent piece of engineering genius. With its 4,800 square feet of usable space, this jet is bigger than most apartments in New York City, and anywhere in the world for that matter. It's like a palace in the sky. But let's be honest, whoever buys this ultra-luxurious private jet won't leave it untouched. Oh, it's safe to say that after it gets furnished, this beauty will most probably climb up this list rapidly. For now, the plane's interior has a vast living room, a master bedroom, 4 bathrooms, and a private office. Wondering whether you can put an Olympic-sized swimming pool inside? Probably. But it won't be much fun during turbulence. The whole place would get soaked. Nonetheless, this luxurious bird is looking for its master. And if you happen to know someone who can spend $403 million on a whim, give them a call and remind them when it's your birthday. Number 3. Airbus A380 Custom. This flying palace is the property of Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia. The Saudi prince is well known for his extravagant taste and love of expensive toys. Thankfully, the $500 million this private jet costs is spare change to him. The fully customized Airbus A380 is one of the most luxurious airplanes in the world, with astonishing decoration, designer furniture, and amenities befitting a king. This flying wonderland has a private concert hall where musicians entertain the prince's guests. But that's not even the most extravagant part of this breathtaking piece of engineering. The A380 has a classic Turkish bath to relax if you feel a bit stressed during flights. And what would a plane be without a luxury car garage? I don't know about you, but I'd never set foot on a plane if it doesn't have at least $100 million worth of cars on board. Thankfully, the Saudi prince's $500 million gem has it all, and I'm ready to receive an invitation to take a trip with this ultra-luxurious jet. Religion religion has a significant impact on Saudi culture, so the plane has a prayer route that automatically rotates towards Mecca whenever it's time for prayer. However, the most notable feature in this plane is the throne placed in the center of the main lounge. If you dream of sitting there, you better first buy the aircraft, or you might face some unexpected injuries like losing your head. Number 2. Boeing 747 refit. This $617 million palace in the sky is owned by an anonymous billionaire, although we can certainly guess the few people who can afford this private, ultra-luxurious aircraft. We won't get into who's the owner, but rather what they own. This private jet is more like a hotel than a means of transportation, with 8 ultra-lavish bedrooms on the top floor of the plane. It certainly offers an extremely comfortable way of traveling. All the bedrooms are equipped with custom-made beds, designer furniture, and refined decoration. There are numerous lounge spaces on board, each supplied with large flat-screen TVs, leather seats, and lavish wooden decorations. This outstanding plane has a lot more to offer, but unfortunately, the Boeing 747 refit is just as enigmatic as its owner. So for now, we can only guess what other exquisite amenities lay on board this gem. Number 1. Air Force One. Okay, that's a bit of cheating, but the US government's private plane is not public, and not everyone can use it, so it qualifies. And yes, it's the most expensive one ever made. It's good to know that your hard-earned tax dollars are going for the pamperment of the president and his secretaries. The Air Force One is, in fact, a flying White House, although it might cost a bit more than the actual building in Washington, D.C. The current Air Force One plane is a highly customized Boeing 747-300B, which has all sorts of high-tech defenses, luxurious settings, and offices. Although it lacks some extravagant amenities we can see on other planes of this class, it still costs more than $660 million. Still, this is nothing compared to the $4 billion replacement that's already in construction. These are the 10 most expensive planes in the world. Which one would you like to hop on for your next flight? Let me know in the comments section below.